What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Rage Z podcast. This is your host, Cristopher Zamora. Welcome to the show. Today, guys, I would like to speak to you about the new Friday the 13th TV series that's going to come out on October. It says right here by the Culture Grave Twitter account, it says A24's Friday the 13th prequel series, Crystal Lake, releases October 15 on Peacock. There's going to be a prequel series for Friday the 13th. This is going to be good. We have never really seen Jason as an actual kid or teenager. We only have seen just glimpses of him, and this is going to be the very first time we're going to see him as an actual child. Like just an adolescent, not as an adult, but just a kid. This TV show, it could be a major hit for Peacock, or it could be a downfall for Peacock. It could be that. I feel like maybe they're gonna do this kind of the same thing how they did with the Chucky TV series. Like every single episode is gonna have at least one kill. And I feel like that's what the Friday the 13th prequel series, that's what it's going to do. If you have seen the original movie of Friday the 13th, like the original one, back in 1981, you know that Jason is not really the killer. It was his mom. Yeah, surprise if you did not know that. But now you do know. I remember watching that scene in Scream 1996 when Ghostface he asked the girl who was the killer in the original Friday the 13th movie, and she said Jason, and no, she was incorrect. It was his mom. Yeah. To be honest, Friday the 13th, the series overall, in my opinion, there's some good movies. Most of them, they're okay. They're not bad films, but they're probably just films that maybe you will want to see just once in your life, or maybe twice. Out of all of them, I guess maybe the most memorable one is probably the New York one. There was another one as well with the Feldman brothers. I don't think they're not brothers, but they used to be popular stars back in the 80s. The two Feldmans, I forgot their names. Let's see, it's the duo. The two Coreys. That's what they used to call them back then. The two Coreys. It was a Corey Feldman. Yeah, I remember. It was Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. Corey Haim is the one that died back in 2010. He died of drug overdose. He was the one who came out The Lost Boys. You know, the brother of the main character? That's him. If you did not know. But now you do. Corey Feldman, he came out in one of those films when he was young. And I feel like the one that he came out on, I didn't feel like that one was a good one. And when his character was an adult, that was like one of the most memorable ones, in my opinion, for me, for the Friday the 13th franchise. Overall, I guess it's a good franchise, to be honest. Friday the 13th, it is one of those big four horror icons. The top four horror icons, in my opinion, has always been Jason, Michael Myers, Chucky, and Freddy Krueger. Jason is one of those that always likes to kill their prey, and he goes after them no matter what. I think this is the one of the ones that you really would not want to go to his camp. I think he mostly just kills if you just go to his camp Crystal Lake. That's about it. I don't think he don't really kills if you go outside the camp area, except for the New York one. That's like, yeah, how did they took it there? Why is he over there? Yeah, that's basically it. Because like, I feel the other ones, he mostly just kills them when they're in Camp Crystal Lake, and the one that takes place in New York City. I just remember the theme song, and that was a great theme song, and right in the beginning of the movie. Um, yeah, he did kill them on a mostly in a boat, and somewhat in New York City as well. Yeah, it was a kind of a strange movie, and I feel like that was like one of my least favorite ones. It's still kind of memorable, but it wasn't my favorite one in my opinion for that for the Friday the 13th franchise. But we're going to get a prequel series for Friday the 13th. That is really exciting. But I don't think that we're going to see Jason doing most of the killing. It probably is going to be his mother doing most of the killings first. If they maybe create up to season 3, then maybe we're going to see him wearing like a ghost mask, like how he did in the second film. He's still not going to have the hockey mask just yet, because he actually got that when he was older. I think it was in part 3, or yeah, I think it was in part 3. That's when he finally got his hockey mask. Yeah, it took him that long to actually get his mask. Maybe I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen these movies. I think like the last time I saw them, it was maybe even before COVID. I think it was like back in 2018, 2019. Yeah, like I was doing a video for my YouTube channel, my other YouTube channel, and I was just focusing like on the Jason character, on why he kills. That's a great video. I'll put that video down below if you guys are interested in watching it. But yeah, I did research on that video just by watching the films, and yeah, it was a great series. But my favorite one from the Big Four, like from the movies combined, I gotta say the Chucky movies, they're just the better ones, to be honest. Yeah, I feel like they're the better movies. Like my least favorite one is probably Seed of Chucky, but it's still a fun one to watch. But overall, there's not really a bad film for the Chucky series. And to be honest, the Texas Chainsaw movies, I haven't seen all of them, but the ones that I have seen, yeah, they're pretty good. Like the original one. See, look, I have the poster right there. The poster of the original Texas Chainsaw movie. I think that one came out back in 1973. That was a game-changing movie. Yeah, lots of people back then thought that film was real. It was just that great of a movie. And yeah, man, they did a one hell of a job with that movie, and it kind of did suck what happened behind the scenes, because well, that's just another story to tell on another podcast. But yeah, the Texas Chainsaw is one of those films that lots of people thought that it was real at the time. And yeah, it was kind of brutal at the time too. They didn't really have that much blood on it, but just the scenes overall, they look so realistic, and it was a very terrifying movie. Like if I saw that film when I was young, I probably would have been so terrified of that film, and maybe once I got older, I might actually see it once again. But if I was young and I saw it, that would have been the last time I saw that film. Yeah, if I was young and saw that one, oof, yeah, that film was very scary at the time. But yeah, going back to Friday the 13th prequel series, I can't wait to see what they have in store for this prequel series. What else are we going to get? Like, we're going to get more background story, obviously, for Jason Voorhees and his mom. But are there going to be some characters, parents, I guess, that as teenagers that came out on this TV show, the ones that we saw from the actual movies? Or it's just going to be a brand new thing and they're just going to make something new, you know? And we'll probably might even see Jason have the hockey mask in season 2 or something like that, or season 3. I doubted that he's going to have his mask in the first season, if they actually do it like that. But I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna pull that card just yet. We're probably going to wait for it if they actually make another season for this TV show. It could be good. It could be a good thing for Peacock to make this a good foundation for Peacock. Like, their other main TV show that has come out for Peacock and is very successful for them has got to be Twisted Metal. I feel like that's probably the only one that is just like their main flagship show, and I don't see any other main Peacock TV show that is hitting that amount of numbers, just like Twisted Metal. But yeah, that could be a really good thing for Friday the 13th. It could be a really great thing, to be honest. And yeah, I cannot wait to actually see it on October 15th. Perfect timing, man, for Halloween, you know, because Halloween is on that month, and yeah, people will be tuning in. If you are a fan of horror, or if you are a fan of Jason himself, Jason is definitely one of those horror icons that is gonna be hard to avoid. Like, if you go up against him, that's one that is really hard to beat. Well, actually, all of them are really hard to beat, you know. But the hardest one, in my opinion, maybe it's got to be Michael Myers, because I feel like he just keeps coming after you and after you. Just the only thing is, you can outrun him all the time because he doesn't really run. Have you guys noticed that? Like, tell me you guys have never noticed that. Michael Myers, the horror character, never really runs at all. I noticed that every single time when I was watching all the films from Michael Myers. This dude never runs. Not once. Not even on the Rob Zombie movies. He never ran. That's the crazy part. He never ran, and he somehow still catches up to his victims. That's so crazy. Yeah. But yeah, the prequel series for Friday the 13th is going to be called Crystal Lake. It's going to be released on October 15th. And I can't wait, man, to actually see it on Peacock. That's the TV show that I really want to see. It's like I was looking forward to the It Part 2 TV show. I was finally able to see it. And yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, it was a pretty good TV show. I still kind of prefer maybe the films, but like the new school films. But it's still a great TV show. It told you the background, how it became it, like how he started and stuff on Derry. But yeah, the Friday the 13th TV show, October 15th, is called Camp Crystal Lake on Peacock. I can't wait to see it. Well, guys, that is it for this podcast. Hey, thank you so much for listening. If you guys did enjoy this podcast, make sure to follow it, and also recommend this podcast to a friend or a neighbor that actually likes listening to stuff about horror stuff or anything pop culture related, maybe they will enjoy this podcast as much as you do. And yeah, guys, that is it. Take care and live to the fullest. Bye.